because no one could hear it because it wasn't working. But if it's working for you, then that is not the reason. Bad. They're just not the super fantastic numbers that I think they should be. Our demographics expanding though.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, we got youngins and old people and all kinds of shit on Spotify anyway. Sorry, my phone's doing something all fucky here. There we go. I think you're good and back and whatever. I don't really have much to talk about except for the fact that we're going for a record in December.
Yeah.
I don't know about those dates. That's just tentative. That's just the 12-week mark, and that's like the minimum that it takes for them to approve the application.
Yeah. Okay.
So it doesn't have to be those days. I thought that's a good time to do it though during the holidays.
Yeah. No, absolutely it is.
I'm working on as many fucking celebrities as I can get. And I got letters into Spreaker and Anchor, seeing which one wants to fucking sponsor us. Just be like, hey, your fucking site's gonna get a shit ton of exposure from a 60-hour podcast. One of you is gonna want to get in on the action and give us some money.
Yeah, goddamn right. I can't seem to log in with Podcoin anymore.
Podcoin? It doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, they folded.
Oh, okay. Let me uninstall that then.
They like paid out one guy and couldn't afford it.
Paid out one guy, motherfuckers.
I don't know that. I just know they folded. I got an email about it.
No, okay. Well, at least that gets rid of that one then. Cool. Okay. Well, so picked up some sharpenings for this week, so that's good. I'm finally getting a little bit of extra business. Thank God for that.
What did I just read? Someone asking about scissors, barber scissors or something.
Oh, and Milton Talks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I commented on that one.
People recommended you.
Yeah, and I commented on that too, and never heard a fucking thing.
Wow. Sounds like a bitch.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, fuck you then. I had this one guy contact me. He actually messaged me like 2 weeks ago, and he's like, yeah, he says, can you do like chip repair? I'm like, yeah, or broken tip repair. I'm like, yeah, no problem. I said, all I need is send me a picture ahead of time. I said, so that I can, just see how much work is going to be done so I know what to charge. I said, it's anywhere between $15 and $25, depending on how much work has to be done. He's like, yeah, okay. He goes, I'm just at work. He goes, I'll message you in the next couple of days. I'm like, all right. Fucking like a week and a half later, he messages me back. Sends me a picture. It's like fucking basic, simple thing. I'm like, yeah, I can easily do that. No problem at all. $15, yeah, I'll be done. He's like, okay. He goes, when you available? I said, when do you want me to do it? I said, I'm wide open right now. He goes, well, I can't come today. He goes, but I want it done like ASAP. I'm like, well, just fucking tell me, man. So message me like an hour before you want to come, and I should be here. He's like, perfect. Haven't heard from him since. that was almost a week ago.
I was like this fucky fuck that was gonna buy my laptop. He just kept kicking me around for 3 days. So I sold it to Christina yesterday.
Good.
And then he texted me like 5 o'clock this morning.
Hey,
he's like, so can I grab that today or what? I'm like, I told you I couldn't wait.
Yeah. Fucking people.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm on my way right now. And then like 4 hours later, he's like, oh, dude, I missed the bus. I'm like, it's been 4 hours.
If it takes me 4 hours to get to the bus and then I miss it, man, I'd be pissed.
You couldn't tell me 3.5 hours ago that you missed the bus? Oh, it's Friday, man. I'm drinking with my bros. Oh, okay. Well, if you're over 16, that's not a fucking excuse for anything, ever.
No, not at all. Fucking hell.
It's Friday. I'm drinking with the bros. No, that
Ugh.
ends after grade 12, dipshit.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck. And that right there, that is like fucking 3/4 of my old fucking friends that I don't talk to anymore.
Yeah.
Like I just got a message, like when I posted on Facebook about me and Jess. One of my buddies, he's actually one of my ex-wife's former friends, and he messaged me and he's like, "Hey, congratulations, yada yada." He says, like, we've got to get together sometime and just get like annihilated. I'm like, yeah, we'll get together, have a couple of drinks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't get annihilated anymore, man. That's half the reason why I fucking left her. Like, Jesus Christ.
I can't. Like, physically, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Well, I don't drink that much anymore. Like, I have like 2 beers at a time. It's huge for me. And usually I don't finish the second one. I wake up in the morning, I've got half of it.
That's exactly the same here. I had a glass of wine for dinner, not last night, the night before. I had a glass of wine with dinner, and fucking, I had like 3/4 of the glass, and that was it. Didn't even finish the glass. Like, fuck, it's like disappointing.
I don't even get like buzzed though.
No,
and I'm good with that. I'm fine with it. It doesn't bug me. I'm not complaining. It's great. I haven't had a hangover in 3 fucking years.
Yeah, nice, right? That's my whole thing. My last hangover was brutal. I'm like, I don't want to go through this again. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm not really looking to get back into it.
No, exactly.
Maybe on a camping trip or something.
Fuck, even I went camping with Jess a while ago. When I went camping, I fucking didn't brought a 2 for a beer, came home with fucking 15 beers.
Yeah.
And that was between the two of us.
My bad habit is I'll crack them though. I'll crack them and I won't drink them, and then I'll go crack another one. I'll wake up with 10 fucking cracked beers.
Cracked beers. Oh, that's frustrating.
I just like opening beers.
Something about that option. I don't know. It's just fun.
I don't like drinking them. I just like that first sip, and then I'm done with that one.
Funny thing about that. Oh man.
Same with women.
Yeah. I get them, and as soon as I got them, don't want it anymore.
Just that first sip, and I'm done. I want to crack the next one.
See, that's definitely not me. I'm like addicted to the girl when I get with her. As proven with my previous experiences.
Oh, I am too. I'm just talking tough.
Just guy talk, locker room talk.
Yeah, I've never been very good at it.
I didn't like hanging around the locker room for talking because I don't want to be sitting with a bunch of naked dudes shooting the shit. That's just not my thing.
I'm not kidding on the show. I'm really into like the not lying thing. And I'm just like, you're all lying. I don't care, first of all. And second of all, you're all lying. So why are we sitting here doing this? Yeah. We're just sitting here blatantly lying to each other, and nobody gives a shit. What a tremendous waste of our lives.
Right? Oh, man. I finally finished watching Sons of Anarchy fucking series.
Oh, yeah?
I've been working on that one for a while. I tell you, man, the last 2 episodes, well, mainly the last episode, but the last 2 episodes, what a fucking ending. It's a great way to end that series.
That's cool.
Yeah, full fucking credit. Bloodshed, everybody fucking dies. Yeah, it was great.
You watched the last chapter?
What's that?
Have you seen the last chapter?
The infamous season 8?
No, it's a TV show called The Last Chapter. It's like the Canadian version of fucking Sons of Anarchy. It's fucking sweet.
Is it really? No, I've never even heard of it.
It's just like biker gangs in Ontario. It's fucking wicked. It's a few years old now. It's got Michael Ironside. Fuck you. I don't know. It's got a bunch of cool people, but it's all Canadian.
The brutal and fascinating underworld of the Triple Sixers, a powerful Canadian motorcycle gang.
Yeah, the Triple Sixers. I forgot their name. That's right.
Well, they lasted for 2 seasons, and they won a Gemini Award for Best Performance by an Actor.
Roy Dupuis?
I don't know.
I don't know. Roy Dupuis a good actor, and he's in it.
No,
Clinical.
Michael Forget,
Oh yeah. Huh.
apparently.
Probably Forget.
Yeah, Forget.
There's a lot of Frenchies in that
Yeah, I was just
show.
gonna say because one of them is Celine Bonnier, Claude Paldy.
They don't play French people. I think there's only like one French guy in it.
Oh, okay.
But like it's all French guys, but there's only like one French character.
Hmm.
They all play like Anglos.
Hmm. Neat.
So I basically made the big announcement last night everywhere I could think of.
Yeah, I'm gonna repost that on my wall and put a little speech out with it.
I posted that just about fucking everywhere. I'm gonna try to get all of our old guests on, like everyone who's ever been on the show,
Oh, cool. Okay.
and because it's fucking 4 days, man.
Yeah.
It can't just be 4 days of me babbling. Um, I'm also gonna try to get a local rickshaw driver to fucking pull me around if I want to switch locations while we're broadcasting, because we can't go to commercial or anything. It's got to be uninterrupted.
That's right. Fuck.
So, but I don't want to do 4 days just from my house. I want to get like the town involved. So I'm gonna try to get a rickshaw driver to pull me around.
A great idea.
Because we have to videotape it, eh? Videotape. Listen to me. How fucking old am I?
It has to be video recorded.
Yeah, we have to record the entire thing.
Oh, okay.
And we have to have 2 independent witnesses saying that everything's fucking on the up and up.
Oh.
But they'll
Okay.
send us more guidelines in December when they approve it. They'll send us all their actual guidelines that we have to follow.
Oh, okay.
Those are just the ones that everybody has to follow, but they have record specific ones.
Yeah.
So, well, they'll have more info for us soon. But there's no going back now unless they reject our application for some reason. But I told them we'd pick a couple of charities and fucking raise money for charity or whatever, or at least bring attention to charity.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll actually raise any money, but I want to see what I can do.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll do the same thing on my end.
People are gonna we'll get so many listeners trying to see if we can pull this shit off.
Certainly hope so.
And it's only 53 hours to break the record. Well, 52 hours and 1 minute would break the record. But I'm like, fuck that. I want to shatter the record because I don't want some jackass to take it away from us a year later.
Yeah, just by doing like an extra minute longer.
Because that always happens where you in the Olympics and shit, the guy will beat a guy's record by 1 second, and then he gets beaten, and then it's like the next, it always happens.
Yeah. I remember there was that one Olympic race for running where the guy in third place beat the Olympic record. The guy in second place beat the world record, and the guy in first place shattered both.
Yeah, fuck.
I'm like, that'd be something like, I beat the record, but I got beat by 2 other guys. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't want that. I want us to hold the title for like a year.
At least. Yeah. I just think it'd be fucking awesome to be able to go to the Guinness World Records thing and just be able to see if you could have something like, hey, Canadian boys own this record. Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, we'd be the only Canadians because the other guys were in India.
Yeah.
The 52-hour dudes. And it was like a Nescafe commercial. Or like it was a promotion for Nescafe.
Oh, is that what it was? So that technically doesn't even count. I don't even think that should even technically count then. Fuck that.
It's still the longest running audio only uninterrupted webcast.
Huh.
So whatever, they win. No, it's a big thing. Like lots of companies do it. It's for like advertising.
Huh.
That's like a company thing now. Is to get advertising, you go break a Guinness record again.
Well, I'll put that out there with it too. Anybody's business wants to fucking be a part of this, let us know.
Yeah, you gotta shoot us some money.
Yeah. I need tremendous amount of money for Coke.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be 4 days of fucking sitting around. We're gonna need coffee.
Oh, and I don't drink coffee. This is gonna be terrible. Fuck.
You're gonna need to use Coca-Cola or Red Bull or whatever the fuck.
I'll be hopped up on Monster Energy drinks.
I'll call them, see if they want to be in on it.
Yeah.
Shoot them an email.
We got a fat guy who's like really, really out of shape, and he wants to chug a whole bunch of your fucking product to stay awake for 5 days. You want to help us out?
This could kill him.
This might just kill him, but we're hoping that he'll last throughout at least to hit hour 60.
Oh no, I got. If there's a betting pool, I got you pegged for like a half a day, and you're gonna be like, I'm out.
I'm out. I'm done.
Like the first 12 hours, you're just like, that's it for me. Peace.
I'll call you in 24. You're still talking.
I'll just be like, great. We're gonna have
So
to
I wonder if it would. I wonder if it would count if I were to like say just like recite words from a movie. just
I'm sure we'll reach that point.
Talk to the. We'll bring up like a script from Film Fuck a Movie, and we'll literally just act it out between the two of us.
Oh yeah. I want to live.
Even better, we'll do it with one of those movies where they don't even speak like a language, like the Jesus Christ one or something like that, where it's like some made up sort of language, which would be
I want to live. I love that line. I say it all the time at work and stuff. What do you want? I want to live. What? Nothing.
Nothing. Move on.
Braveheart's old now. You say watch Braveheart, and you're like, what are you talking about, old man? Fuck you, 16-year-old girl. I take shits bigger than you. You don't get to laugh at me.
Yeah, exactly. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, man.
All right, let's get going. Fuck, we wasted half the night here.
I'm up and ready.
It's like fucking 15 minutes or something. I got nothing.
No worries.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg died. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all that's happened in the world.
That's it. That's all anybody. And people are pissed over the fact that Trump's looking to replace her already. It's like she's dead.
Hi there. Happy Sunday. It's September 20th, 2020. I'm Eric, talking at you as always from Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada, where Joe Biden sounds exactly like I think Jack Nicholson probably sounds when he can't remember his lines.
Yeah. Fucking Biden. That dude just terrifies me. He does. He terrifies me.
Hey, Gord. How's it going, buddy?
I'm doing all right, my friend. How you doing?
I'm okay. Hi, everyone. Listeners, thanks for listening. Thanks for telling your friends. People of Israel, we love you. Got a lot of Israeli listeners. It's awesome.
That is really cool.
Welcome to the show. I have a giant announcement. I will make it soonish. Who am I shouting out to today? I left my notebook at work. Everybody. I'm shouting out to everybody. And to Eric and Gords, I need to recruit you guys for a little thing I'm doing in December. So I'm going to be coming after guys named Eric and Gord to see if they want to join us on a fun thing we're going to talk about in a bit.
Good, exciting stuff.
What did my voice just do there? Is just, I don't know what that was. It's because I don't have beer or cigarettes. What do I have on my list? I've got very, very little. I don't really want to talk about Ruth Bader Ginsburg because she's great. She was great. She's amazing. I don't care that she's dead. Like, it's just like she was 9,000 years old. It was coming any day. It sucks, but it's not like surprising or whatever.
I mean, she's being lauded right now as being like a pioneer for women and blah, 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 blah. But wasn't she like the most hated woman in the world for a stretch?
Oh, for a stretch, yeah. Well, yeah. For a lot of her career, but yeah, it was the wrong people hating her.
Was that what it was? So she actually was doing good. It's just.
Oh yeah, she's doing good for women. but that's not good for everybody else most of the time. I mean, not, it is. It totally is, but not, the people in charge don't think it is.
Yeah.
She was a neat old bird.
She definitely was.
She was 117, so yeah, it was time.
Definitely seen one too many birthdays.
So I don't know really what else is going on in the world. I've been paying no attention. I'm not even gonna lie. I have no clue what's going on.
Here, I'll give you the very quick synopsis, at least from my area. COVID cases are up, restrictions are back on, and everybody hates everybody. So.
Everybody's lying. COVID cases are not up at all. Yep. It's all crap.
Yeah, it's high up in 3 different regions, so they shut the rest of the province down again.
They claim.
It's just fucking stupid. It's gotten so COVID. There you go. That's covered.
Yeah, that's all there's going on. Hey, I do want to talk before we get into whatever. Yeah, I'll look up some news while we're chatting. I don't know. The U.S. Open's on. That's cool. Golf. What was I going to say? I listened to probably the most annoying podcast ever invented last night.
Really?
Because I do like to explore other podcasters. I don't know if you know that, but I do. And the one I listened to was the Paparazzi podcast.
Okay.
And it's literally 2 paparazzi guys sitting around talking about their week as paparazzis and what they did. And like whose house they were staking out and like how that went for them and shit.
Oh my God. That's pathetic.
It was mildly fascinating. Like it was enough to keep me like listening for the 45 minutes or however long it was. I think it's about 45. And then, they were just like, yeah, I was outside Nicole Kidman's house and she did this, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, I remember this one time where she did this, blah, blah, blah.
The fuck, eh?
Talking about, and then I thought, you know what? These guys probably have some killer celebrity stories. So I immediately emailed them and invited them to come on Eric and Gord, what if we're right, but I haven't heard back yet. But it was kind of annoying, but at the same time, I'm like, I bet they got some shit to they could be entertaining on our show.
Yeah, sure.
They can't on theirs because they're trying to be all good and like suck hold of the celebrities and be like, oh, hey, like we're the good ones. You can be nice to us and let us take your picture. We're not the savages like the other ones.
Right, says the savages.
But they could come on our show and they could do it up. They could like let their hair down, so to speak. So I'm trying to get them on. Get some celebrity gossip going on the show. We've never ever had that, so that might be fun.
I thought that was for a reason, but okay, sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I just think it'd be neat because it's either going to be awesome or we're just going to make fun of them until they hang up on us. So either way, it's going to be fun.
Either way, we win.
Yeah, it's a win-win for me, and that's all that matters, really. Eric and Gord fans will be entertained.
That might be one of the episodes where I might just drink during.
I might too. No, I like the paparazzi. I don't get why they get such a bad rap. I can't wait till I'm famous and fuck, I'll let them. They can follow me around all day.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm going out to the bar. You've got to be here for this one. Come on.
Yeah.
Hey, check this shit out I'm gonna do tonight.
That's one thing they were talking about. Who was it? Some chick from the new 90210.
Okay.
Who like would call them, like she'd give them she'd call them and give them her whole schedule.
Oh really?
First thing in the morning. This is where I'm gonna be, and this is what I'm gonna be doing, and I guess now the big thing like they do that it's like if they want their picture taken, they take their mask off. That's the thing now.
Oh really?
Yeah. So they'll like take their mask off, and then that's like the signal that it's okay to photograph them or whatever.
Jesus Christ.
It's a whole fucking thing. I didn't know. It was kind of fascinating. That's got to be a shitty job. It would suck to have to like sell photos for a living. Like just you take pictures and then you don't know if anyone's going to want them or whatever. You just got to go like shop them around. Hey, do you want to buy these pictures? I got these pictures of fucking Tom Cruise eating a sandwich.
I want a picture. I took a picture yesterday. just letting you know, man. I got this nice little picture. There's this guy. He's walking down the fucking street. He was in a TV show in the '80s, and nobody cared about him then.
Yeah. Oh, they had those too. They had like MC Hammer. Oh no, you know who it was? It was the guy from LMFAO. Remember them?
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, he was shooting him yesterday, like in Venice Beach or wherever the fuck. Malibu, I think it was. Yeah, it was Malibu. He's shooting the guy from LMFAO. I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. Everyone's gonna be all over that because they were awesome 15 years ago.
I don't think anybody cares about them anymore.
No, of course not.
I don't even think they care about themselves anymore.
Why don't you bring us some pictures of Psy while you're at it? Oh,
fucking Psy.
Yeah, I wonder why that didn't catch on. Why was he a one-hit wonder?
Did you ever hear anything else he did? That's why.
No, I never did. Why would I?
Nobody else did.
No, of course not.
Oh man, that's funny.
I love how guys like that, they totally like MC Hammer it up. They're like, oh, I'm gonna be famous forever. I better start spending money. They're all fucking working at Taco Bell now or something.
I mean, that's gotta be. I mean, like, I couldn't imagine what that must feel like if you were like an actor at one point or something, or a musician or something. Then you go into like a fucking restaurant and the waiter comes up, you're like, hey, weren't you in? Fuck, this is gotta be degrading for you right now.
Oh, imagine the first job site fucking Vanilla Ice showed up on when he went back to contracting.
Well, they were probably like, yeah, this seems about right.
Yeah, but for him, it's gotta suck. Like, weren't you banging Madonna last year?
Yeah.
Now you're fixing my toilet? That sucks to be you, man.
Yeah.
But he's got Ninja Turtles 2 to look back on.
Fucking hell.
Now get back to
bad.
That's gotta be the worst when you're like used to be a famous dude and you got some shit like me, like, get back to work. Paying you by the hour.
I'm not here paying you to fucking do anything special. I'm not telling you to dance, asshole. Get the fuck over there and do your job.
Like, there's gotta be so many, like, especially the young ones who, like, now they're nothing, like Chris or Cross.
Yeah, I wonder what those fucking guys are up to. I'm pretty sure the one guy is still a fucking rapper.
Oh, is he?
I think so. I think he is. I can't remember because I swear I saw something the other day. I'm like, fuck, I think that's that dude.
Is he like a real rapper? Or is he like the rapper who does the Frosted Flakes commercials?
Well, one of them, I mean, pardon me. I mean, literally, they're both names are real. Like, they're both the real names is Chris. One's Chris Kelly, the other one's Chris Smith, and one goes by Mac Daddy, the other one's Daddy Mac.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's how they went, and
nobody under the age of 40 knows what we're talking about.
No, it's true. Oh, Chris Kelly. So the guy Mac Daddy died.
Oh yeah, I knew that. I knew that. What the hell's the matter with me? Yeah, I knew one of them.
He was found unconscious. He missed the bus. He was found unconscious at his home and taken to hospital 2 days later. Is pronounced dead. In 2013.
Yeah, totally slipped my mind. Sorry, Chris or Cross.
Huh.
I did not mean to disrespect you. It's something that I'll never, ever, ever do again.
Apparently, he died of a drug overdose.
Shocking.
Yeah.
I could have guessed that any day of the week.
Yeah. Yeah, the mixture of drugs in his system, including heroin and cocaine. There we go.
Always.
Yeah.
Oh, so would I, though. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not judging. If I was Chris or Cross, I would have a lethal mixture of cocaine and heroin in me, too. It's all right. Let's be honest, people. If you could, you would. All of you.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty much sure. Well, I mean, that's what I had planned on for myself.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Yeah, so that's weird. I don't know. Well, how did we get onto that?
I
I don't
don't know.
remember.
Just referencing shitty people from the 80s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because we're gonna get some paparazzi guys on the show. We're gonna tell us stories about shitty people.
That's right.
Well, or people being shitty.
Or maybe
I don't know.
we'll find one where they what I would like to know is if have they ever like gone up for a celebrity to be like, hey, I got to get something scandalous, and then they end up doing something like really nice, like simple nice. You're like, yeah, I'm not fucking filming that. Like,
I
I'd
don't
like to
know.
know if they've ever had one of those situations where do they decide, like, do they just take the picture anyways, or do you decide, like, after, nobody cares about them being nice, or do you just take everything you got and say, here, I got 450 pictures of so and so, go through them.
No, yeah, they talked about that, and they said like there's often times where celebrities will come up to them and just be like, dude, I just don't want to be filmed today, but if you just leave me alone today, I'll give you some fucking money shots tomorrow or whatever.
That makes sense.
Apparently, Miley Cyrus just did that recently, and then the next day she just fingered them.
Really?
Like, that's my girl.
She actually just did a version of fuck, what was it? Was it a Heart song? I think it was Heart. That she had done. And it was I gotta give her fucking props. It actually sounded really good.
You know, she's got to make up for the fucking Temple of the Dog one she butchered.
Yeah. We don't talk about that one.
But that's okay because the world doesn't need Chris Cornell's fucking version of Patience.
Yeah, I heard that for the first time. Oh, she did Heart of Glass. That's it, by Blondie.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, she did that version. I gotta give her credit. It actually sounded pretty good.
I'll check it out. Yeah, the world doesn't need like a new version of Patience. Sorry. Like I'm not dissing Chris Cornell by any means, but totally didn't need that ever
No.
to be released. Like that's the one Susan, whatever his wife Susan Silver decides to put out. Put out the fucking unreleased Soundgarden album, you weirdo.
Yeah. Like, what are you teasing us with the fucking GNR cover for? What the fuck?
Good. It's cool of him to like admit that they were a huge because they took Soundgarden on tour when they were nobody and basically made them.
Yeah.
So it's cool for Cornell to be like, yeah, Guns N' Roses is cool. They're why my band is cool. But still, we didn't need another Patience. Like, there's certain songs that you just don't need to cover.
No, some just don't need to be redone.
Everything by the Beatles, you can just leave that alone.
Yep.
And things like Patience, like Wonderwall. There's a good example. Wonderwall. Don't cover Wonderwall. No one needs to cover a fucking Wonderwall.
No.
Or like Song 2 by Blur. Like, fuck off. No, that's not ever going to be necessary to cover that.
There are some versions where I was like shocked by, like, I caught that was it Billie Eilish. She did a version of Bad by Michael Jackson.
Yeah, everything
God.
Billie Eilish is fucking dope.
And one thing about this, because like I know you were a little bit more of a fan of hers than I was in the beginning. I'd never heard of her. I didn't know anything about her, any of her music. She seems to me she's one of those artists where her album stuff I'm not a fan of, but the stuff that she does that's not on record, it just seems to be better.
Yeah.
Which is weird,
exactly.
but her version of that, like, she's got such a. I don't want to say I don't because she's fucking young and shit. I don't want to say, but she's got a really fucking sexy voice.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, holy shit, sexy. And the fact that she dresses all androgynous and everything else,
yeah, that's really neat. I've seen some pictures of her that she didn't want taken. She's got a pretty killer bod on her for an 18-year-old.
And she does. But you didn't hear that.
But I like the whole dressing like that and not being famous for her body kind of thing.
Yeah, which is sad because it makes her famous for that.
Yeah.
Instead of being, which is, I mean, because it's almost like a no-win situation for the fucking girl because, well, look what happened. She went on fucking vacation, wore a bathing suit, and got slammed by her own fucking fans because she wore a bathing suit. She's like, I'm on fucking vacation swimming. What am I supposed to wear? A fucking sweater? Like, get the fuck out of here. That's just like, people suck.
Yeah, I like that you came around though.
Yeah, and it was that song that did it. It was her version of Bad by Michael Jackson that did it. The way she sang it, the way it was kind of rewritten in the sense. And I gotta admit, I liked it. I was pretty impressed. So,
Well, we got to give a lot of credit to her older brother, who's her main songwriter too.
oh really?
He
Yeah.
probably did all the arrangements and stuff for her. He's a really fucking talented dude.
Fuck it. I was really impressed. I really liked
He
it.
does like all of her music. Like it's all just like one dude. He's like this Trent Reznor type dude.
Oh yeah.
That's the same with Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga just works with one guy, and he does everything, kind of like me, but
Yeah.
with money and talent. Or anyway, with money and good connections. If I had some fucking good connections, I could do what they do. Then I could go on tour with Billie Eilish. Anyway.
Yeah. Sorry. I
Um,
thought about that. Yeah.
That's enough babbling. I don't even know where the fuck did we go off the rails at this show. We had shit to talk about, and we're just all over the place.
I still have tons here.
Damn
Tons
you,
of stuff
Billie
lined
Eilish.
up. Damn you, Billie Eilish. Fuck you and
All
your
right,
bad.
let's get to it because we
All
don't have a lot of. I don't think.
All right. First, again, I always like to ease into these things. Don't jump into anything too spectacular right away. The world's biggest ever recorded turtle. I'm a little shocked by this one for the sheer size.
Is it Dana Carvey?
No, amazingly enough, no. Even taller than Dana Carvey. Turtle. It was a leatherback turtle that washed up on Harlem Beach in Wales in 1988. They estimated to be about 100 years old, and it was just under 9 feet in length and weighing over 2,000 pounds.
Yeah. Then they later found out that was actually just Dolph Lundgren partying after Rocky IV.
He walked away. That's pretty funny. Good, fast wit. Loved it. The other thing I found pretty interesting. So, archaeologists in London, they actually found a Mesolithic tool-making factory. That it basically just gives a whole bunch of proof that there was human beings living on the River Thames in 7,000 BC. So, over 9,000 years ago. Not only were there people doing that, but they actually had a tool-making factory.
Cool.
9,000 years ago, over 9,000 years. So that's pretty fucking wild.
That's kind of neat.
Kind of a neat thing. I thought that was kind of wild. There's been a little thing lately. I've caught a little bit snippets in the news where people are talking about different ways of having things being smuggled into jails. Drones, very, very popular right now. They had there was like the helicopter where they tried to break a guy out with a helicopter.
That was fucking awesome. That was
that
El
was
Chapo.
wild. Yeah,
that was helicopter just flies up. He just climbs on and leaves.
So good. But an interesting way of doing it in the beginning of 2013. Guards inside of a prison camp in the Komi region of Russia. They caught this cat climbing over a fence, and when they realized this cat was actually being used to smuggle in mobile phones, chargers, and batteries into the prison. They would tape it to the back of, or strap it to the back of the cat's back, and then the cat would climb over the fucking fence.
I don't think the cat was being used. I think the cat was behind it the whole time. Let's fucking blame the humans when he got caught.
Makes perfect sense. Cats are assholes.
Exactly.
They're the hornets of the fucking pet world. Oh man. The word oxymoron. Love this little fact. It itself is an oxymoron.
Moron, yeah.
The reason is because it derives from the ancient Greek word of oxy, which means sharp, and moros, which means stupid.
Yeah.
So an oxymoron is actually a sharp stupid.
It is indeed.
A smart stupid person.
So am I. I am a smart stupid.
I'm just a fucking idiot. So what am I gonna say?
I knew that about the oxymoron, though.
I did not.
Oxymorons are fun.
Yeah, it's true.
Intelligence, happily married.
Wait, what? 2013 was the first year since 1987 to feature 4 different numbers.
Oh, crazy. Those little things always blow me away.
Huh.
Those little facts are always the neatest ones when they come up with
Yeah.
those.
I'm just looking at that. Is that actually true? Fuck me, it is, dude. 88,
Yeah,
89. Yeah, it is.
that's how they get you hooked. You're like, oh, I gotta go look back at every fucking number now.
Do you know where the term deadline comes from?
No, I have no idea.
Well, it comes from the American Civil War. Um, Prisoners would have lines drawn around them in the dirt, and if they crossed the line, then they'd be executed by the guards. Both prisoners and guards soon took to calling the line the deadline.
Okay, well, what does that have to do with having a deadline, like being late for something?
Because if you're late, you're going to lose your job. It's just a happier version of it.
I don't see how the two correlate. Like how if you're trying to make a deadline at work,
Yeah.
what does that have to do with if you're in jail and you cross a
Well,
line, you get shot?
Well, because you don't want to miss the deadline. You don't want to don't want to go past the deadline. The whole point is to not go past the deadline. Whatever it is, you want to make sure you are before the deadline. That's about the only way I can see it.
It's a bit of a stretch, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, who knows? But there it is. So there's sorry, my brain just told you there's a fairly large spider sitting about 2 feet above my fucking head right now. I'm starting to freak out.
I ran across my floor the other night, like 2 nights ago. I haven't seen him since, but he's around here somewhere.
I'm gonna put a hole through the fucking wall if this guy moves, so you might hear a loud bang and me yelling "ow" when I break my hand.
He knows I saw him too, so he's fucking hiding somewhere. He'll turn up in my shower or something one of these days.
I hate that shit.
I always show up in the shower and then I freak out and then I accidentally hit the fucking knob and the temperature goes up and I burn my sack off and I'm just like, just laying in the fetal position in the bottom of the shower, like, I'm crying. Fuck you, spider. They win every time.
That's funny. I'm really hope I can pay attention because he's like right there and just above my line of sight, so I'm constantly looking up to make sure he doesn't move. So there's this island that sits in the middle of the Bay of Bengal called North Sentinel Island, which I believe we've actually spoken about. The indigenous people on this island have never been colonized by the outside world and are extremely hostile, who attacks anybody who invades their land without fear. They just do not give a fuck. But here's what's really neat about them. Any of the islanders, when they're taken off of the island, they actually exhibit symptoms of some sort of a mystery illness that they will actually die of if they aren't returned to the island.
Oh, that totally makes sense.
But that's just weird. Like, I mean, like if you get like an illness, it doesn't just disappear because you're back with your people.
Oh, sure. It's like extreme.
Sure. It's like extreme fucking what? Homesick?
Basically, if you've never been exposed to other people and you've never been anywhere else, I could see how that, like for generations, I could see how that would fuck you up physically.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just couldn't see it actually killing you, and then all of a sudden you put them back on the island. They're like perfectly fine. Thank you. I'm fine. Thank you. Something about the water. I don't know. It's fine.
It's just the anxiety of probably leaving the island. That's what I would assume. Some sort of, it's obviously psychosomatic in a way. It's got to be.
It has to be. It can't be anything else. It has to be psychosomatic. It has to be.
Well, it could be something else. It could be like a weird genetic connection to the island, I guess. It sort of makes sense. If you've never left, you evolve to be like that attached to it. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's the food. Maybe. As soon as you eat something that's not there, your body's not used to that outside foreign food. I don't know.
Totally fuck you up.
Yeah.
But that would fuck up anybody. You know, if you go to another country and eat weird food, that can mess you up. So.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
So that makes
Go to
total
India
sense.
and drink the fucking water. See what happens to you if you're not from there.
Great idea.
Yeah. Um, there's in a bunch of Soviet labor camps. There's a interesting thing. Prisoners
Yeah,
would
there's a few of them.
there's a couple. Well, the prisoners would actually ingest a condom attached to a length of rubber tubing. Then they would fill it up with raw alcohol, then smuggle themselves back into the camp. And then once they were back in, they would literally just hang upside down and basically do a reverse human keg.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't drink it.
Oh, no. I mean, better than, I guess, anything coming out of the ass, but I don't know.
I'm not drinking anything that came out of a condom that was shoved up your anywhere.
No, I don't care where it came out of.
But I love how, like, people in prison are amazing. Like, they will find any way to break the fucking rules.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's really, really, really impressive, the shit they can come up with. I mean, but again, when you're sitting there doing nothing, it makes perfect sense. You got nothing but time on your hands.
Imagine if that's one of the condoms you don't want to fucking break.
Yeah. Oh my God. Because that's
Yeah.
raw alcohol, like pure alcohol. Oh, fuck. Oof.
That condom breaks you. You're just fucking having the party of your life for 7 minutes till your heart explodes and you die.
Exactly. Oh man. Man, you what happened to Tommy? No, the condom broke. Fuck.
So tell me what you want. What you really want. I don't know. All of a sudden you'd be listening to the Spice Girls. I don't know why.
Apparently. So there's another really neat one. So during the First World War, there were so many starving wolves, because of everything, the shit that was going on, that a bunch of them had amassed together in this massive pack that the opposing German and Russian forces formed a temporary alliance with them in order to help fight them off. So the German and the Russians actually worked together briefly just to try to fight off these starving wolves that are coming after them to fucking eat them.
And then the wolves later started disguising themselves as Nazis.
And then that's how they went back into war.
Dinner time and eating.
That's right.
They
Glad
just sit
that
at
you
the
knew
table.
that.
They're just sitting in the mess hall with the rest of them, like, "Arr, what was that?
No.
Are you a wolf? No." That's stupid, but I didn't do it. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. Like, it could have been. Yeah, that happened a lot. Like, I'm sure there was a lot of times, like, where especially if like two dudes were just alone, like, and then they just stumbled upon each other in the woods, and then they pull their guns, and they're like, "I'm not gonna shoot you. No, why the fuck would I shoot you? I don't even know you, man."
Yeah, right.
If anybody asks, I totally shot at you. Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I shot you too. Yeah, okay. All right, I'll go with that. We the last podcast we mentioned there's about how there's, I mean, like between, in North America, that we just create days for anything. It's a day to celebrate anything.
Yeah, like Mother's Day. What's that about?
Right? Like the fuck. Well, there's also one. I don't know when, to see if I can find out when it was actually came into play. It doesn't seem to say. Because nobody cares. They just made it up sometime. But apparently, July 27th is known as Take Your Houseplants for a Walk Day.
Yeah. Okay.
It's supposed to provide the plants with a sense of knowing and familiarization into their surrounding areas.
Yeah, no, it does not do that.
The fucking plant, man. Like, Jesus. Fucking Americans.
Your plants are fine. Like, that's all we need is the fucking PETA of plants now. Oh, we gotta free the plants. God damn it.
Right. In 2000.
That's not a thing yet. Anyone listening who's like, yeah, that should be a thing. No, it shouldn't.
No, it should not. You need a life. Fucking hell. In 2010, Japan's government decided to check up on many of the senior aged members of its community. And after doing this huge check, what they ended up finding out was that many of the Japan's older citizens had actually died, and their children had hid their deaths in order to carry on cashing their numerous pension checks.
Oh, for sure. Oh, I see Japanese dudes doing that.
Right?
Uh,
Man, that's just
this
funny.
like obviously that's what the Japanese government was looking for. Like they would, just like, hey, I wonder how all the old people are doing. Let's go have a look.
Yeah, no.
You should check up on that nuclear power plant while we go by. That's probably fine.
Yeah, no, that's fine, but let's go
Next
count
year,
old people.
let's go count old people. And I was like, something's coming from that plant. That's probably fine.
Oh my God, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Do you know what a Murphy bed is?
What a Murphy bed? Yeah, of course.
Okay. Would you like to explain what a Murphy bed is to the people who know? Or don't know?
Anyone who doesn't know, a Murphy bed is one where you don't get laid on it, and that's where Murphy's Law came from. No, that's not true.
Actually, I don't think you're all that far off from the first part of that.
Murphy bed's like a bed that it folds into, like it's just leans up in your wall or disappears into your wall,
That's right.
like a real fancy futon.
Well, quite a few people have died from these. And the most recent, because, I mean, face it, people die from anything nowadays. The most recent was 2 women were trapped and suffocated to death by their Murphy bed.
2 women together?
Yeah, they're sharing the bed.
They were like sharing them. How and what? It just flipped up and slammed in it.
I guess it, yeah, flipped up and slammed them in, and then that's it. They were locked in. I'm
So
pretty sure that was murder, and they were just stuffed in there.
it was like that 127 Days movie, but
Yeah.
they're in bed the whole time.
But they're in bed the whole time.
That guy's like, they got it so easy. I
Right?
was
They
just
must
in a
have
cave
some-
with a rock. They got pillows and shit.
This is bullshit.
I was stuck in a cave with a rock. Can't have cut off my own hand. They're snuggling. No one's got my pillow.
Right? This is bullshit.
Sounds like a fantastic way to die.
Oh man. Random thing for you here. You know that the least financially successful Harry Potter film, so the one that made the least out of all of them, made approximately $90 million more than the most successful Twilight movie.
All the Twilight kids know that too.
I love that's a great fact. I like that one.
If I was Harry Potter, I'd call Batman every day. Hey Batman, 90 million more than you ever made. Just hang up on him.
Hang on, I gotta see what this thing looks like before I talk. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Give me a second.
Sin is the new Batman, in case anyone listening doesn't know why I'm saying that. Sin of Twilight fame, he's the new Batman. And I don't know about this movie. I don't care about it at all. Sorry, Robbo.
Oh, it's adorable. Okay, so so an interesting thing here is that in late 2013, the first carnivorous mammal to be discovered within the Western Hemisphere was found by this Dr. Christopher Helgen, and it's called the Olinguato. It's a very strange name, but it's actually a member of the raccoon family, and I gotta tell you, it's fucking adorable.
Well, if it looks anything like a raccoon, it can blow me.
It's like it's as cute as it's like a mixture of a raccoon and the adorableness of an otter. Like it's just it's cute as fuck, I got to admit.
Raccoons are hideous beasts.
I love raccoons.
I
You can say that.
monsters. They're ugly as shit. They creep me out.
Well, it was the first carnivore mammal species to be identified in the Americas in over 35 years.
That's weird. I didn't even know they were carnivores. That bugs me.
No.
Well, I guess like raccoons aren't. That's not saying that raccoons are. It's just this little fucking raccoon-like thing. Um, I don't like it.
It's
I'm not gonna
adorable.
look up. I don't like it.
It almost has like a small bear face instead of like a raccoon's face. It almost looks like a miniature bear, sort of. Oh, it's
I've
fucking.
often thought that of raccoons.
Huh.
If it's like a mini bear, then see if you would have let off with that, like, yeah, there's this tiny bear, I'd be like, fuck, that's dope. Raccoon curveball there.
It's all I got. I can just go by what I was finding.
I'm gonna look up a mini bear for sure. That's awesome. What's it called?
The
Raccoon bear?
Olinguitu. O L
Raccoon bear.
I Olinguito.
Uh,
Olinguitu.
I didn't. All I got was OL.
Oh,
I
O
saw this
L
one.
Olinguito.
NGUL. UL?
Uh,
OTO? What?
no. Okay, pay attention one more time.
LING?
OL, yeah, UITO.
UITO. I think that's a phone company.
Sounds like one.
Olinguito.
Well, it's an adorable little guy.
Yeah, he's pretty cute. He looks like a ferret.
Yeah, there you go. Kind of like a ferret. Yeah, a little pudgier version.
A little fat ferret. And he's in West Colombia. Oh, he's from Ecuador. That's why. Little fucker. Specific name, neblina, is Spanish for fog or mist, referring to the cloud forest habitat of the Olinguito. What does Olinguito mean in English? I gotta figure that out. Probably means raccoon bear.
Yeah, it probably does.
Look that shit up. And he's a little carnivore. That's nasty. That means he's a little fucking meat eater.
That's right.
He's probably a nasty little thing. Like he looks all cute, and then he fucking chew your arm off.
Chew your face apart if you got close to him.
Oh, for sure. All the cutest ones will.
So,
All right, good.
in 2002, you'll appreciate this one, Eric. I think you'll actually appreciate this next one. In 2002, a Brazilian mechanic by the name of Alfredo Moser, whatever, invented a new type of lamp that uses absolutely no electricity whatsoever. It's called the Moser lamp, and it was created using a plastic bottle filled with water and the smallest bit of bleach, basically just to stop the ball from turning green with algae. And it works through the refraction of natural light, kicking out roughly 40 to 60 watts per lamp.
I've actually heard of it.
Well, here's what's really cool about this, though. So they are becoming popular in many countries where electricity is a commodity that expensive commodity they can't afford, and they've been fitted in over 140,000 homes in the Philippines. But here's what's really cool: despite the success of his invention, he has not become rich from it, but instead
That's
he
right.
has a
That's
great
why
sense of pride, and it's all about the pride for him. He didn't want to make money off it.
I think we may have talked about him before, or some. I just recently heard something about him or something. Yeah, I know. That's why I know the story, because he didn't like profit or whatever. That's cool.
That is pretty cool. I appreciate that. Maybe he should go into pharmaceutical and start fucking
Yeah,
curing
that's
some shit, not charging us for it. No.
No, pharmaceutical people won't ever do that. But that's cool that this guy does. I think, like, I'm sure that happens a lot in the world, and we just don't hear about it.
Yeah, no, that would make sense.
Because everyone likes a good rags to riches story, but no one wants the rags to rags story. Like, yeah, I invented that, but I don't care. I don't want money. I'm good. People don't like that guy for some reason.
Yeah, right. You have no ambition.
So yeah, you don't ever really hear those stories. I'm sure they're way more common than we think they are.
I would have to assume so, yeah.
And some guys don't want the fame, right? They're like, no, don't tell my story. Fuck you. I don't even want to be in your stupid magazine or whatever it is.
Fuck you. I don't care. I don't like people. I don't want to be known about anything.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
they like people enough to do good things for them. They just don't want to be. They don't want to be on Ellen. afterwards.
Yeah. That's it. He's scared of Ellen. That's what it is.
Or
No, I don't want to be
God,
famous. I'll end up being on
goddamn
Ellen. I'm out. Fuck it.
the new Ellen, the Drew Barrymore show. Oh my good lord, is it ever bad?
He has a new show.
Drew Barrymore, the girl, Drew
Oh, sorry,
Barrymore.
sorry, Drew. Yeah, I was thinking fat white guy Drew.
Yeah, Drew Carey.
Yeah.
No, Drew Barrymore, blonde girl, wedding singer. Um, yeah, I go on Amazon because I got the Amazon Prime. I'm like, I'm gonna watch something. I never watch anything, and that's what I chose.
Well done.
So it'll be 3 more years before I turn that fucking thing on again.
Right. um, in August of 2013, there's this dude from Michigan. His name is Daryl C. Is his last
Oh
name.
yeah, I know that guy.
Well, he was in intensive care after being hit head on by a high-speed Amtrak train.
Oh shit, that's
What
gotta
I was
suck.
So he had his head, and this is why I always say, if you're walking around, you got headphones on, keep one ear like free. Don't plug it in both ears because you block everything out. You can't hear anything what's going on around you. Well, he didn't hear because he was listening to music. He didn't hear the train's repeated horn blows, and he was thrown over 20 feet in the air. And when he was hit by the thing, that was traveling at 110 miles an hour.
That sucks.
Yeah, he was in intensive care for a long time and ended up getting out of intensive care, and now he's perfectly fine.
Yeah, he's okay. And he's just back listening to music. I can honestly say I have been hit by a car on 3 separate occasions, and all 3 times were my fault and were either music or phone involved.
Mm-hmm.
And like I couldn't even get mad at the driver because I was just like, I walked in front of you, man.
It's all my fault. Sorry, man.
Which is shitty because I would love for something to not be my fault and get hit by like a car or something, and it's not, and then I can just be like, all right, drive to the ATM, show me what you got.
Show me what you got.
You could go to ICBC in the morning, or you can give me your debit card right now. It's up to you.
I don't need a whole lot, just enough to empty out your account.
Whatever your withdrawal limit is probably going to make me feel better. So
I will get over this real fast after that.
Or I could tell Dell.
You'd be like one of those fucking pygmy people on the island. As soon as you get the money, you're all fine again.
You don't get those commercials out there because you don't have ICBC. Before you tell ICBC, tell Dell.
Yeah, right.
1-800 tell Dell. I'm Dell. I like Dell. I want to have a reason to call Dell one day. But I don't because it's always my fault.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And I'm like, no, don't tell Dell. I'll just walk away right now.
Maybe that's your reason to call them. Say, hey, I want to call to complain about something, but I can't because every time if something goes wrong, it's my fault.
It's true. That's a good point.
There you go. See? That's why I'm here, my friend. Here for you. You know the Voyager 1 NASA craft?
Sure.
That was launched in 1977. Well,
No,
it has officially left our solar system. It was actually a couple of years ago when it officially left our solar system. But here's the interesting thing. It wasn't that long ago. It actually had taken a picture of Earth from where it was. And it's a pretty interesting little fucking, it's a really neat little sort of picture. But the propellant energy of it shouldn't run out until sometime around 2025. So there's still another 5 years of this thing cruising. And it's going really fast. It's like, I think it's going somewhere around 60-something thousand miles an hour. It's fucking cruising.
We'll lose track of it at some point though, right? Like its instruments won't, like we can't follow it much farther, I would imagine.
I would imagine no, but I know that when it does, like when it sent its last image, like I know it sure as fuck took quite a while for that image to come back to us. That's about all I know.
Did it use UPS? Because those fuckers take forever.
Yeah, they do. It's not as bad as fucking FedEx, but yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. So what? I don't know. I don't get it. What? So it's leaving our solar system. Does it have
It
astronauts on it?
no. It's just it was a probe, and it was meant. Its design was to actually view our solar system. That was the whole point of it. It was supposed to be able to make its way out to Pluto for the first time, actually have out close shots Pluto. So all the first initial stuff we learned about all of our planets, this thing went past the bulk of all the planets and was
You know,
slingshot around them in order to catch more speed and use gravity and get better pictures and everything else. So like a lot of the stuff that we've learned from our solar system was because of Voyager 1.
and it's just gonna. There's some other Pacific garbage patch in space where all this shit is collecting.
Oh yeah, no, and that's where it's destined to go.
There's another big floating vortex of fucking space junk, just like the plastic island in the Pacific, and it's just out there fucking swirling around. And if there is aliens, they fucking hate Americans' guts because they just fucking leave all their trash around. Just like Canadians do in their campgrounds, Americans do in space. That's not right. They should
No.
figure out a way to like this shit like either disintegrates at some point or comes back. This is fill space with shit. Like, yeah, we finally learned space travel for humans, and all we do is go fly past a bunch of fucking garbage that's been up there since the 70s. Great. Just looks like fucking another Hollywood Boulevard. Good job, guys.
Well, so this just
When I get
to
to
give you a little
space.
more update about Voyager 1. So the last photo that it did take was actually in 1990. 34 minutes before its cameras were actually shut off forever. So the cameras are actually disinfunked. They're actually shut off. And yeah, and it sort of spun around and it took a picture of it's called the pale blue dot. It's a picture of Earth.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. So that was actually the last photo it's ever actually taken, but it is still going, and I guess we'll continue to keep going till 2025, and then once it hits that, then it's just a piece of non-functioning garbage floating around space, waiting to crash into something else to fuck something else up. So there you go.
Well, that's interesting. It's another form of pollution, in my opinion.
Yep. Agreed. It's all pretty much everything that humans do is.
That one's really wrong, and that you can't get. Like, that's not humans. That's Americans.
Yes. Well,
No one else has a space program that actually works.
but in 77, wasn't that involving a whole bunch of other countries, not just the U.S.?
Oh, probably.
I don't know. Couldn't care less, to be honest.
But no other country. I don't think anyone wanted to get to space until the Americans were doing it. I would guess. It's like philosophically people did, but I don't think anyone was going to try until NASA came along.
Agreed. Yeah, probably. Oh, fuck me. That spider's moving.
I don't know that for sure.
Motherfucker. If he comes down at me, I'm going to fucking freak.
Kill him.
It's up in the top corner. I got no way of getting to him right now. A very awkward spot.
He beat you at your own game. He's like,
yeah.
Human.
He's like, a fatty can't get me here. Damn it.
I guarantee you're more scared of me than I am of you.
Fucking 8-legged bastard. Now this is something I actually know about this. This was and if you ever actually get a chance to catch the video on this thing, it is really interesting to see. In 1995, there was this really strange 7-foot circular patterns that were discovered on the ocean's floor. At the time, they were just deemed crop circles of the sea and didn't know what else to do because they couldn't figure out what the fuck was doing this. These patterns went unanswered until 2011, when it was discovered that it's a 5-inch long male pufferfish that's actually doing it. And what it does is it actually it like creates these circular patterns and it's meticulously clean. It gets rid of any debris, any garbage, and anything that's in there. It cleans it all up, and it does it as what anything in nature, when it does something strange and pretty, it's doing it to attract the opposite sex as a nest.
Gross.
Yeah, but when you actually see what it does, it's pretty fucking cool knowing how tiny of a thing creates this large circle. That's like perfectly fucking round. Like it's very impressive, these little things.
When that's all you've got to do all fucking day.
Well, that's just it, right? What else are you gonna do?
Fish, I don't like them. I don't like any kind of fish, and I don't like this weird fishy nesty thing. I like that it doesn't matter what species it is, though. We all gotta get nicer shit before chicks will look at us.
Yeah, right.
That is the universal fucking language right there. Every species understands you gotta have a good crib, or no chick is coming back with you.
That's right. And if you get one, you don't want her.
Fish do it. Fish do it. Fucking birds do it. Everybody's always just working on their nest, trying to get chicks. Or puff it out their chest, or their ass, which is weird. That's one we don't do, thank God. You know, look how red my ass is, and that's hot. But it's always the same. Every species, just his whole life is just either building something or growing something to impress a lady.
That's it. It's literally that is it.
That's all. That's what Darwinism comes down to. That's the missing link.
That's it. This next one, I'm hesitant to even bring it up, and I'm going to bring it up because fuck everybody.
You are.
But I am hesitant because you'll probably figure out as soon as I tell you what it is. So, have you ever heard of a thing called the bumblebee bat?
The bumblebee bat.
That's right. It is the world's smallest bat, but it's also the world's smallest mammal.
I don't believe I've ever heard of such a thing.
Well, it weighs only 2 grams, and they're roughly 29 to 33 millimeters in length.
Okay.
And they have a wingspan of approximately 170 millimeters. So they got pretty big wings for these little guys. I mean, they're tiny, they're cute, and they're adorable. The reason why I didn't want to bring it up is because I think now that I mention it, China has a new deep fried popper they're going to fucking make.
Yeah, gross.
So look out for that one coming out soon, folks.
That'll be COVID-20.
Right? That'll be COVID-20 of deep fried bumblebee bat fucking poppers.
Stop eating weird shit. Yeah, so it's a little tiny bat. Do they like?
It's just a tiny bat. That's all it is. Just call it a bumblebee bat. Tiny.
I don't know.
It's
a deadly bat.
I don't know. Let me find out.
Does it have rabies? All bats have rabies, but
its diet consists of mainly insects.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Their face has the little pig-like nose that most of them have, tiny little eyes and massive ears.
Will they eat fucking spiders? I'll get a couple in my house. They can just fly around and eat spiders.
Yeah, I mean, technically it'd be fine. They're most active at dusk when they fly around teak trees and clumps of bamboo capturing insects.
Teak trees?
Yeah.
I thought teak trees are South American.
I didn't say South American. I just said that if China found out about it. No, they're Thailand is actually where they're discovered.
Ah, weird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. That's what I meant.
And recently they're also discovered in Myanmar.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have little colonies, about 10 to 100 people. They're always down by rivers.
Myanmar used to be Burma, right?
Oh, right.
Then it just changed it.
So very little is currently known about the reproduction. It is believed that they give birth to a single young at the end of April every year. It's weird.
Well, at least they stay on schedule. That's good.
Yeah, I guess you know that, so that's kind of nice.
Punctual little guys. I like how countries just do that. Like, no, we're not Myanmar anymore. Or we're not Burma anymore. We're Myanmar now. And the whole world's like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool. Like,
Don't care.
Yeah, we're not Canada anymore. We're, whatever, Huntropolis.
Of course, that's where you went.
We'd have to have like a vote. The whole country would have to like agree and shit. They'd have a referendum. What should we change the country to? And then they come up with something stupid like Beaverdale.
Just whatever you do, don't put it up to the people, because I remember when they were doing the contest to name the Sky Dome in Toronto here, They said no, whichever name gets the most votes will end up being the winner. And it got down to one of the fucking best ones, and I'll never forget the name of it because it was just the best name ever, and it ended up making it to the top 5, and the fucking people were freaking out because people love the name. So instead of the Sky Dome, there was actually at one point they were looking at almost naming it the Zip Dome Zodiac Zome Dome.
That's pretty cool.
Which I thought was amazing. You guys going to Zip Dome? Yeah, all right, cool.
Yeah, I forget what they did that with all the ferries in BC, and there was the runner-up name was always something retarded.
Yeah.
They did it with like the compass card too. I forget what the runner-up for that was. It was something like that though. It's something ridiculous. But the people who actually make the decision never go with the ridiculous one in the end.
No, even if it got the most votes, they would still say, no, that didn't get the most votes. It was this one.
That's like Rick Mercer he held a referendum for Stockwell Day that like 50,000 people would vote for him if he changed his name to Doris.
Doris Day.
And we did. Everyone signed the petition, and then Stockwell didn't do it. But
oh, that's fucking funny.
Like people in Canada will sign anything. Here's two things in Canada, people who don't know in other countries, here's two things that Canadians can't do. If you ask them to sign something, they'll just fucking sign it. They won't even read it. They can't not. It's just a thing when you just can't not. Look at the fucking, you go to a hockey game, first thing you do is walk around signing shit, get your free toque or towel or whatever the fuck they're giving out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The other thing is, nobody in Canada can pass on a high five. If you just walk down the street with your hand up, you'll get like 100 high fives in a row. They can't not.
Yeah. It's true.
That's two Canadian things. So if you have like a petition you need signed, bring it to Canada. We'll fucking sign that shit. We don't know. We don't care.
We won't read it. People are signing this. Okay. That's cool. I'm in.
Did everyone else do it? Everyone. Yeah. All right.
Everybody. Man. Just you. You're the last one. Sign it.
You're the last one.
I always this.
Vote for me. You're the only one who didn't.
And that doesn't make you cool if you don't fucking sign up.
That's Nickelback. Fucking.
That's Nickelback, right? I love this next one because it just has to do with theft, which is just amazing. So, in 2007, a 1,000-gallon inflatable swimming pool was stolen from somebody's backyard without a single drop of water being found.
Was it empty?
No, it was full. And somehow somebody was able to steal it without finding any form anywhere of there being any spillage of any water.
That's weird.
That is the bad. Like, you could figure out that crime, but yet this is all you're doing is you're stealing fucking pools. Like, come on.
Sure.
Come on. You need to hit a bank or something, dude. You've got the skills.
I would love to be able to do shit like have like David Blaine magic shit, but just do weird stuff that people don't understand. Why would he just do that?
Right? It's just it. Oh.
You can literally do anything, and that's what you chose.
This is what you choose, really? You're gonna lock yourself in a block of ice for fucking 3 days? You're an idiot.
Yeah, I didn't ever get that one. I don't know. You didn't finish that, did he? I think did he finish that one?
No, he finished it. And he's just did his new one now where what the fuck did he do? He was like on a bunch of balloons or some shit. I don't know what the fuck it was. I
haven't paid attention to the man in years.
Couldn't care less.
Too many more came out that were better than him. Well, not better, but as good.
At least exciting. I mean, David Blaine was just like, he just talks like he's bored out of his fucking mind all the time.
He talks like his voice is boring his face to death.
Yeah, exactly.
He looks like his voice is putting his face to sleep or something.
Yeah. So true. So true.
There's that new Australian one. He's just a young guy. He's really cool. He's better.
There's an Asian guy who's fucking. He just won the magician's award for the best magic trick And he
Yeah,
did
you
a
talk.
whole thing that was fucking amazing. Oh god, it was so cool. He made his vest change color, man. That's incredible.
Nah, I can make my clothes change color every week.
Yeah, he did it in front of your eyes without changing anything, though. It was impressive. So yeah. Did you know that you're 3 times more likely to get a virus on your computer from a religious website than from a porn site?
Did you know I told you that a week ago on this show?
I knew I heard about that. Fuck, I knew I heard that. I couldn't know where I heard it from. There you go.
You should listen when I talk.
What?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's a real stat. No, it's just Christian sites. They're notoriously like just poorly constructed,
Yes.
and porn sites actually, because of the nature of their industry, they've got really good firewalls and stuff.
That's right.
It's funny.
Um,
I like that not only does nobody listen to me, but people involved with the show don't listen to me.
There's only one other person who should be listening to even.
Nobody cares. And you guys, I haven't even announced it. Well, I guess some of you probably know, some of you don't, but you're going to have to not listen to me for 4 fucking days straight.
The good news is we could repeat the same conversation 6 times. I'd never clue in that we're repeating it.
That is a lot of not listening to me. For those of you who don't know, Gord and I are attempting to shatter the world record for the longest audio-only webcast coming up this December. We need all your support. We need you to like us and follow us on Facebook and Instagram and do all that shit. Show the people that we mean it. We're not allowed to say who the people are, but they have a book, and it's a record book. We're not officially allowed to say, but they share a name with an Irish beer.
A stout Irish beer.
And they have a book of records, and we're trying to get into that book. And this is for serial. We're doing this for real. December, mid-December, just before Christmas. This is my Christmas present to the world, is I'm going to babble for 4 fucking days straight. The current world record is 52 hours. Gord and I are aiming for 60.
That's right.
So that is just what's 60 hours. That's what 48 hours is 2 days.
That's 3 days.
3 days, 60 hours. Yeah, just about little 3 days. 3 days of just me.
And me snoring and laughing.
Hating stuff for 3 days. I hate that. No, it's not. We're gonna have celebrities. We're gonna have like some cool guests. Trying to get anybody named Eric and Gord who we've talked about in the past. I gotta go back and look them up because I don't even remember all those episodes.
Yep,
I
definitely.
don't remember which episodes they were. Some of them would say in the description, but not all of them. I should do better descriptions.
Maybe. Fuck that.
But I'm going to go back. I'm going to try to get some Eric and Gord's in on it. It's going to be 3 days of just, what if we're right? I was thinking of trying to travel to Gord's house during it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to pull that off.
Yeah, no, the country will be shut down for the round 4 of coronavirus again, so it doesn't matter.
Corona, stupid, ruining my life. But yeah, so there you go, kids. Stay tuned in December. But in the meantime, please go on the social media, like us, and suggest a charity that we can raise some money for, because that will help us look good to the Guinness people too.
Yep. I know which charity I want to do locally.
Oh, good, perfect.
So I already have that ready. Oh, do you want to know now? Okay. I'll surprise you now or later?
Later.
Okay, I'll tell you later. I could do that.
If I were to choose, it would be one in Vancouver, and I don't think that's fair. If I'm doing it from Kelowna, I should pick a Kelowna one.
Yeah, no, that would make sense. That would make perfect sense.
So we'll announce them together. But if you have any suggestions, gwynethpaltrowsvagina@gmail.com. Also, if you want to sponsor a podcast, we need lots of stuff, namely coffee and Monster energy drinks. So get in touch.
And if you want to send me some, by the way, I like the purple stuff. That's my jam.
You'll get what we give you.
Which is true.
Maybe some new one. The Eric and Gord fucking Hunt strain monster drink. Maybe they'll make a new one just for us. Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh. The what if I should drink it energy drink?
What if my heart blows up? The Eric Gord energy drink, it's just fucking pancake batter and blue house paint.
It's just Coca-Cola fucking boiled down a little bit, so it's just that thick syrup.
That just makes you slower. Shut up. That's not an energy drink. All that drink does is make you broke and funny. Yeah, it does that.
It definitely does that. Yeah.
Man, and how?
Okay, I got one more that we gotta call it.
Cool.
I need the bathroom as per usual. Okay, so we love shit about drug lords and stuff just because they're fascinating individuals. This is just kind of fucking neat. Pablo Escobar, he had 4 hippos on his estate before his death in 1983. Now, what's 4 hippos? So he had 4 hippopotamus. What's really cool is that they were deemed too much of a hassle to move by the authorities, so they were just left there and have since bred and escaped and is now becoming an invasive species in Colombia.
That's cool.
That's fantastic.
That's why I say you don't have to shoot the bears. The bears will do fine.
Yeah.
There's no need to shoot the bears. Same, like, look at these hippos. They're just fucking hippos. They don't belong in Colombia, but they're like, yeah, fuck.
We'll take over.
That's awesome. And that just makes me like Escobar even more.
Yeah, totally agree.
Been a fan, but that just
he's the man that keeps on giving even after death.
Yeah. I still don't think he's dead. He always pops up every 10 years or so.
It's like Elvis.
Yeah, well, he's probably the same guy.
Elvis is fucking Pablo Escobar. just fatter and more Colombian looking.
That's a good way to find out.
That's genius.
Elvis is Pablo Escobar. I'm working on this conspiracy theory.
Oh, that's just funny.
Just before Gord goes, if any of you who are not familiar, look up hashtag Dinosaur Earth. Very, very funny stuff. It's a group who is now formed to challenge the flat earthers, and they claim the Earth is shaped like a dinosaur.
Dinosaur Earth, the Dinosaur Earth Society. Oh my Christ! Yeah,
they're pretty funny.
it looks like a velociraptor.
That's my shout out for the night.
They even made an anthem.
They're a big deal.
Oh, that's so good. Hang on, I have facts here on this. Here we go. So what they have is they have the comparison chart here between the flat Earth theory, the round Earth theory, and the dinosaur Earth theory. Okay, and basically what it says is it gives you one thing and then it checks off if it passes that or not.
It's really well done.
It explains the difference between day and night. Flat Earth does not, round Earth does, and dinosaur Earth does. It explains the seasons. Flat Earth does not, the other two do. It explains lunar eclipses. Flat Earth does not, the other two do. Has an internet cult. Flat Earth does. Round Earth does not. Dinosaur Earth does. Hang on, what the fuck does this say? It's written really small. Explains why the shadow of the Earth is dinosaur shaped during the lunar eclipse. Is true, yes. And has retarded supporters. Now here's the best thing. Under has retarded supporters. Flat Earth has it checked. Round Earth has it checked. But dinosaur Earth does not. Doesn't have retarded fucking supporters.
I like how the one guy's argument was, if the Earth is flat, how do you explain Mount Everest?
That's so good.
Yeah, makes perfect perfect sense.
Oh, that's just genius. Oh man, that's so good. I'm so happy.
That's my show. Right. I'm glad I showed you them.
There you go. That's just genius.
That was introduced to me by a friend of the show and often content contributor Rebecca Barkley.
Well done, Rebecca. Well done.
Last night. And I needed to pass it on to the world. All right, Gord wants to go make his own Earth-shaped mess in the ocean.
That's right.
And I'm going to go prepare for my 5 days of talking straight. Who knows? Maybe I'll just shatter this record and I'll want to keep going. Go right through Christmas.
Right. Ends up being something like, it's not counted in hours as much as it's counted in weeks.
Yeah, just go on forever. Okay, kids, that's it for tonight. We had fun. You had a great time. We were very funny.
Yes.
Until next time, take care of each other.
Be strange, be dumb, and if you're American, stop coming to fucking Canada. There we go.
Yeah, that'd be good. For a while.
There it is. No, forever. Thank you. I don't want you here.
All right, I'm going to stop recording. Or maybe, wait, how do I...